Would you agree that life is getting really streamlined? AI, groceries delivered, swiping through apps, streaming your favorite shows on demand. It seems like everything around us is designed to try to make us feel really in control, make us feel really efficient, and allow us to do more and more things faster. But what I've noticed, and agree or disagree, there seems to be a huge disconnect between efficiency and meaning. That's to say that convenience doesn't equal good living. In this video, I want to talk to you about ways that we might connect inefficiency, inconvenience, with a better purpose. Now, one of my personal heroes is a guy named Viktor Frankl. If you're wondering what book I'd give you if we came face to face, it would probably be Man's Search for Meaning. And in there, he talks about 3 different categories that, interestingly enough, are very inefficient to go about. And it's those inefficiencies that I think coincidentally produce meaning. Now, number 1, he talks about listening. He talks about deeply being invested in what somebody else has to say. When you think about listening, it's not something that we can really shortchange. We can't hack it, and believe me, I have tried. I've tried to ask just the right questions or jumpstart to the end of a story, and it just doesn't work like that. When you do that, you miss the magic, you miss the connection, you miss getting to feel who this person is that's on the receiving end of this conversation that you two are having. And so number 1, don't try to hack listening. Inconvenience number 2 is about caring. Victor talked about that anytime that we're in deep service to someone else, there's deep meaning. And unfortunately, this isn't something that we can use AI for. Not really. You ever tried to hack that process? It just doesn't work. It doesn't feel very sincere. And from our own standpoint, why would you want to rush the process of caring for someone? Why would you want to shortchange the amount of service that you could be to someone? Isn't it the most noble thing ever to be in service of someone? Why would you want to hack that? To be present in someone's life, to show that you're there for them, that's not something that we need to make more efficient. Now, lastly, and this is always the one that throws people for a loop, Frankl talks about suffering. Now, he's quick to say that we don't want to seek out pain, but in this life, you probably won't have to. It's unavoidable. And if that's true, and I believe that it is, pain and suffering in some form is going to find us. When it does, don't be so quick to hack your way out of it. Suffering is maybe the most valuable teacher that we have. Some of the most painful situations can be some of the most potently educational. They shape us, they can help us grow into the next version of the person we need to become, and they can provide infinite sources of wisdom if we let them. Trying to shortcut suffering may keep us from learning what we need the most. So in summary, use all the apps you want. Be as efficient as you possibly can. But don't confuse efficiency with purpose. Don't confuse efficiency with meaning. The truth is that things like listening, caring, and even suffering, these are inconveniences that we don't want to avoid. They're the ones that, to a large extent, we need. They help us grow. They help us connect. They help us feel like our life has some type of meaning. So in the end, it'll be the inconveniences like listening, caring, and even suffering that matter the most. This has been a monumental statement about incremental change brought to you by the good people at BPR.